Hi everyone, it's Scott Rogers here. I'm the CEO at eSkilled. I'm really excited to be taking you through some of the new functionality that you can expect to see in your system on March the 2nd. These new features are part of a bigger, broader feature set that will be rolling out on the same date, which is state-based funded contract management. So there's a whole range of new features coming on the same date. But today I'm going to be taking you through some of the changes that you'll notice just to students and your enrollments pages as that make up part of that major new feature rollout on March the 2nd. So at the moment I'm on the student page, and there's a few changes that are noteworthy so that I'd like to take you through. So what we've been trying to do is streamline the enrollment process for you. We know that collecting all the data, including EVETMIS data, can be pretty challenging, and so what we've tried to do is streamline that process a bit further for you. So one of the things that you'll note is there's no longer an EVETMIS tab. We've actually moved all the EVETMIS fields to a single place, which is in your enrollment wizard, and I'll be taking you through that shortly. So now the main data entry screen is for students is the details tab. You'll notice that we've now put the USI information on that page, which is great because now when you go to student details, straight away you can see whether they've got a valid USI or not. Another thing to note is that we now have the option to, when you set the option for a student, whether they're domestic or international, you'll notice that when I set no, we don't have any CRICOS tab there. But if I did set that student to overseas onshore, international onshore, you will note that we've now got a CRICOS tab. So for those of you who are CRICOS RTOs, the international CRICOS information is no longer going to be down the bottom of the page. We've just tried to streamline that and keep it a bit tidier for you. All your CRICOS information will now be on the CRICOS tab there. So another thing to note is we've now got, if students want to opt out of or opt into the survey, the performance indicator survey, that's now set on the details page, and you can also add your referral source down the bottom there if you want to record that. Those details were on the EVETMIS tab previously. So let's go and have a look at an enrollment. Here we go. So now I'm on the enrollments tab. A couple of things that are noteworthy straight away on the enrollments tab is you won't see as many buttons across the top here anymore. The reason is we've now included an actions button for each enrollment. So if you click on that action button, this is where you will edit, delete, add a task, or email the student about that enrollment. So you will just go directly to your actions button if you want to take any of those actions. Something else that's noteworthy is we just tried to simplify this data table just so it's got the immediate information that you need without a big sort of left and right scrolling action that you had or currently have. So now the table is actually quite short and simple. You'll note there's a little expand button here for LLN information. If we click on that, we can quickly see where the student's at with their completion of their LLN assessment as well, and we can hide that away nicely as well. So let's go and edit this enrollment, and we'll show you a couple of the major changes that you'll note in the enrollment wizard. So the first page of the enrollment wizard hasn't really changed a lot. What has changed is the EVETMIS tab of the enrollment wizard. So what we've done now is the EVETMIS information that was previously, some of it was on the student that related to the student, and some of it was on the enrollment that related to the specifically to the enrollment. What we've done is include that all on the enrollment wizard, so you can basically enter all that data quickly and easily in one place and view all that data quickly and easily in one place. So this is where we set our EVETMIS information. And you'll notice everything's been nice and neatly ordered into category areas to make it nice and easy to see what information you're entering where. And okay, there we go, just completing that form, so we've got some information in there. And there we go. Cool, okay, and now we're on the Units tab. So basically the EVETMIS tab is the main change, but while I'm on Units, I just wanted to remind you, because a lot of people haven't caught up with the latest development that we did to the Units tab. One of the really amazing features or useful features that we add is the ability to edit the LMS course for a particular user. So that's really handy if you want to go and do create an enhancement or a new version of a course. Maybe you want to make some quality improvements to a course, and any students that haven't yet done that course, you want to move them to the new version. You can now do that. Previously, once you set the LMS course, it was pretty much set from the student management system. You could change it in the learning management system. However, now you can completely manage that from the student management system. So if you want, basically you can change their LMS course directly from their enrollment. That will unenroll the student from the old one if they were previously enrolled in one, and suspend them in the old one, and it will enroll them in the new course. So it does everything for you and makes managing student enrollments in the learning management system much easier. Another thing that's noteworthy on Units, if you hadn't picked it up on the last date, is we've now made it really easy for you to change a student's group. So if you have a student starting in a particular intake and for whatever reason they get sick and are unable to attend that group or that intake, you can change the student to any other group that's in the same program instance. So really handy for situations where you do need to move students to a new group for whatever reason, or new class for whatever reason. So let's select that and save that. We've updated that, and we can submit. So really it's as simple as that. They're the main changes that we wanted to take you through. Specifically, there's no more EVETMIS tabs, so don't go looking for that on the tabs anymore. If you're ever looking for EVETMIS information, we now go to the enrollment, edit that enrollment, and you can go along to the EVETMIS tab to have a look at that EVETMIS data, or edit that EVETMIS data. So we're going to continue and submit. Wonderful. We hope you enjoy these new changes. I do think it's really going to streamline the enrollment process. We'll be making some more tutorials which we'll be sharing with you in the lead up to releasing our new funded contracts functionality, so look out for those. And there's a whole bunch of new features coming to your system in March as well, so look out for further updates on feature enhancements as we release those over the coming months. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.